Hello students, today we are looking at the word problem on mean. Let's consider this question. Find x if the mean of the numbers 13, 2x, 0, 5x and 11 is 9. We are told to look for the value for x. You know the mean. The mean is the addition of all these scores divided by number of score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So already we have been given the value for the mean to be 9. So the formula for the mean is for sum of all the score over the total number of score. If you add the score, you add 13 plus 2x plus 0 plus 5x plus 11. Everything divided by the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 should be equal to 9, which happens to be the mean. So if you now add 13 plus 11 will give us 24. 2x plus 5x will give us 7x divided by 5 should be equal to 9. So if you cross multiply, when you cross multiply, you are having 24 plus 7x equals 9 times 5. So 9 times 5 will give us 45. So from here you bring this constant to this side. So it is adding here. When it comes here, now turn to subtraction. That means you're having 7x is equal to 45 minus 24. So 45 minus 24 will give you 21. So to get x, you are going to divide both sides by 7. When you divide both sides by 7, so you are left with x here. 21 divided by 7 will give us 3. Let's look at another example. The mean value of 6 numbers is 50. 5 of the numbers are 44, 50, 56, 48, 40. What is the sixth number? What is the sixth number? Now, you are given 5 numbers here. Normally, before we find the mean, they added all the scores together, then divided by the number of scores. Now, sum of the 6 scores is what? If you look at it, if you add the sum of the 6 scores divided by 6 should be equal to 50. The sum of the 6 scores divided by 6 give us 50. So now, what is the sum of the 6 scores? So you cross multiply. 6 times 50 will give us 300. So that is the sum of the 6 scores. Then the sum of 5 of the scores is given to be this. When you add 44 plus 50 plus 56 plus 48 plus 40 will give us 238. So to be able to do that, so it means that the sixth score will be what? 300 minus 238. You know, this is addition of 6 scores. 238 is addition of 5 scores. To get the 6th score, you say 238 minus, so 300 minus 238, which will give you 62. Alternatively, you can also do it this way. The mean value of 6 numbers is 50. 5 of the numbers are 44, 50, 56, 48, and 40. What is the 6th number? You know, how do we get the mean? The mean is what? The sum of all the scores divided by number of score. So if we add all the scores together, so that means we add 44 plus 50 plus 56 plus 48 plus 40 plus the 6th number. Everything divided by 6 should be equal to what? Should be equal to 50. So that means that is the mean. The mean is for 50. When they added all the numbers together, divided by 6 should be equal to 50. So if you have 44 plus 50 plus 56 plus 48 plus 40 gives us what? It will give us 238. then divide plus x should over 6 is equal to 50. So from here you can cross multiply. So bring this 6 to this side, you have 238 plus x equals 50 times 6. So we have 238 plus x equals 50 times 6 is 300. Bring this 238 to this side. So your x will now be 300 minus 238. X will be equal to 300 minus 238 will give us 62. 62. Let's look at the third example. 6 children have an average age of 7 years. If the youngest child is not included, the average age increases to 8 years. Find the age of the youngest child. Find the age of the youngest child. 6 children have an average age of 7 years. If the youngest is not included, the average age increases to 88 years. Find the age of the youngest child. Normally, to look for the average of any number, that is the sum of all the children's age divided by the number of children. Now, for the first 6 children, so that means the sum of the ages of the 6 children divided by number of children should be equal to, say it was 7 years. When there were 6 children, their average age was 7 years. So sum of all the children's age divided by 6, number of children should be equal to 7. So when you cross multiply, you will be able to look for the value for the sum of the, so to get the sum of all the children's age, bring this 6 to this side. So that means now multiply 7 by times 6 will give us 42 years. So sum of all the children's age, that means sum of all the children, we are having 6 children. So sum of 6 of the children's age, sum of all the students age, that means of 6 of them, we are having 42 years. Now, assuming they remove one student child, and if they remove one child, it means we now have 5 children. So sum of 5 children's age divided by 5 now. When they remove one child, then they now look for the average again to be what? To be 8. So sum of the 5 children divided by 5 is equal to 8. So what is now the sum of 5 children now? Bring this 5 to this side. So that means the now be sum of the 5 children's age will be 8 times 5, which is 40 years. Now, sum of 6 of the children is for 42 years. Sum of 5 of them is 40 years. So that means the remaining will be the age of the child that was removed. So now that means the youngest child age will now be what? The 42 for the 6 sum of the 6 children minus the 40 years of the sum of the 5 children. So 42 minus 40 will give us 2 years. 2 years. Now let's look at another example. 8 students have an average height of 4.7 feet. If 2 students of 5 feet each is added, what is the new average height of the students? What is the new average height of the students? 8 students have an average height of 4.7 feet. If 2 students of 5 feet each is added, what is the new average height of the students? Now, when they look for the height, the average height of 8 students, then they say it is 4.7 feet. Again, they now brought 2 more students. Each of them is for 5 feet each. So now we now look for the new height. So first of all, to make it easier, we need to look for the sum of the height of the 8 students. How are we going to get that? you realize that the mean is equal to the sum of all the students age divided by the number of students. So we are not we are given the value for the mean and we know the number of students. From there we can know the sum of all the students height. So that means sum of all the students, that means sum of the 8 students height, sum of all the students height, that if we are talking of 8 students divided by 8 is equal to 4.7. so you cross multiply. So the sum of the 8 students, if you bring this 8 to this side, it will now be sum of this 8 students be 4.7 times 8, which will give us 37.6 feet. When you add the sum of their heights together, you are going to get 37.6 feet. That is for 8 students. Now we want to know the average of 10 students. Now we having 8 students before, they added 5 feet each. So when we to look for the mean, the new mean, sum of the 10 students divided by 10, sum of the heights of the 10 students, sum of the 10 students height divided by 10. We've got the height of 8 students already, which is 37.6. Then we now add the 2 5 feet that we are given, which is 5 plus 5 divided by everything by 10. When you add this, you are going to get 47.6 divided by 10. So it means that the new average of the student is now 4.7 feet. 4.7 feet. So for the work practice, you are going to do this. Calculate x if the mean of 30, x, 12, 40 and 10 is equal to x. Calculate x if the mean of 30, x, 12, 40 and 10 is equal to x. Number 2. A mother has 7 children. The mean age of these children is 13 years 2 months. If the mother's age is included, the mean age rises to 17 years 7 months. Calculate the age of the mother. Calculate the age of the mother. Number 3. 19 students have an average body mass of 50.2 kg. A new student of body mass 44.2 kg joined the group. Calculate the new average body mass of students. Calculate the new average body mass of students. Then number 4. In an examination, the pass mark was 45. The mean mark of 8 students was 53, but 2 of them failed. What is the lowest possible mean mark for the 6 students that passed? What is the lowest possible mark for the 6 students that passed? Assume that the marks are whole numbers. Then number 5. The mean of 12 numbers is 8.5. 2 of the numbers are 9 and 13. What is the mean of the remaining 10 numbers? What is the mean of the remaining 10 numbers? Please ensure you like, subscribe and comment on this video. Thank you.